Hey everybody, it's Joric. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. I have a question for those of you who have moved to Portugal or have spent extended time doing scouting trips. Has the weather been what you felt or what you were told it was going to be before you moved or while you've been living in Portugal? And the reason I say that is, as I'm putting this up on the screen talking about the amount of rain, is that when we moved in 2019 to Portugal, there were some blogs as well as some videos made that over 300 days of sunshine, it's beautiful, not a lot of rainy season, and again, those people were not all in the Algarve either. But I'm curious to hear, and please comment below what your take has been as far as how you feel the weather has been like. Is it what you expected when you were reading and researching before your move? Is it better than you expected? Is it worse than you expected? We felt like it rained, like in Lisbon, it rained more than what a lot of the people that were posting about Portugal, people that had recently moved or moved, in 2010, 2015, felt like it rained a lot, and it just rained even more. It seemed like every year it was raining more often, so the rainy season was extending a little bit. People that moved to Porto understood a little more that it was going to be the rainy season versus more sun. And what's interesting is that there are several couples that I stay in contact with in the Algarve. So from Lagos all the way over to past Faro, almost to the border, and on the east side of the border of Spain. And many of them have reported that they feel like there's more cloudiness and more rain than what they felt like, and not as much sunshine as was reported by people years ago, talking about how great the weather is in Portugal. But I'm curious to hear, because we have an odd situation. We're sort of an outlier. Before we moved, we lived in Arizona. So realistically, we had 350 days of sun, and you might get in Phoenix 7 to 10 days of rain all year, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on the season. There would be some cloudiness, but days where there's severe clear, no clouds whatsoever. And so we moved knowing that the weather was going to not be the same, of course, but we were also not anticipating necessarily as much rain because it would come down in buckets in Lisbon, and there would be some areas where we lived in Strela, not far from the April 25th bridge, we were right bordering the neighborhood of Alcântara, that there would be areas like some of the low-level shops on the first floor, or almost a -1, would be flooded. And so that took us back. We didn't realize that was going to be the case. But what's your experience been? Whether you've lived in a city, out in the country, is it pretty much what you've expected? Depending on where you move throughout the world, you may go, it's great. If you move to a place that has from a place that has a lot of snow, moving to Portugal is great, because unless you're in the mountain regions bordering Spain, there isn't a lot of snow to speak of. It's a somewhat rare occurrence. If you're coming, friends of ours, that are from the UK, they're used to a lot of gloomy weather and rain. They feel like there's more sunny days than what they're used to, so they felt, this is great. But I'm curious to hear what you have to say on it, because it does play an important role if you are always dealing with more rain or cloudy weather, what you can do outside, and depending on whether you have a car or not, as well as sun generally seems to promote more positive weather, the more sunny weather, positive thinking, versus more gloomy weather, not so positive thinking. For us, it did play a little bit of mind games, because from October through March, when there was a lot of rain and there were some days where We counted that each year there was about a 3 to 4 week period where every day there was rain. That's not something that we were necessarily expecting that much rain. But as you can see here from the article I posted up at the top, getting a lot more rain historically. And I just want to know, does that play any impact in your move or not? I think it should play some, not necessarily a deal breaker, but for many of you coming from different parts of the world, it may be exactly the type of weather that you're looking for, because it gets, you're in a better climate, then you'd be moving to a better climate than what you're currently living in. So please comment. I'd love to get some chatter going about this and hear your thoughts about how you feel the weather has impacted your lifestyle now that you're living in Portugal. Or if you're going to be moving to Portugal, how much does that play a factor in all of the things that you're thinking about with Portugal? As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and enjoy your travels.